Hello, my name is Mason Warren, and today we're going to be talking about the history of modern architecture with a focus on the history of institution and public buildings. How many people know that our third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, was a practicing architect? Some of the things Thomas Jefferson designed included an academical village, which later became the University of Virginia. His tastes were influenced by Renaissance architecture, which is visible on the bottom picture, in his designs of the VA State Capitol in Richmond, Virginia, which looks very similar to the Maison Curie, which was built in the 1st century, as well as when he built a Rotundo Library for the University of Virginia, which was inspired by the Pantheon in Rome. Across the waters in Germany and England is a Neo-Gothic or Gothic revival happening in the 19th century, where you can see the All Saints Church in London and the Strasbourg Cathedral in France on the right. The revival across the seas later influenced. This is another example of the Gothic revival with the Oxford Museum in England, with examples of the masonry work and the extended arches that are a staple of the Neo-Gothic era. This revival across the seas later influenced architects in the United States. This example, in particular, is the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., built in 1906. Aside from cathedrals, the revival of the Gothic era came from institutional buildings as well. This example is from an architect, Henry Labrosti, who used the innovations of cast iron frames, masonry piers, and arches in the Saint Guinevere Library and built in Paris in 1845.